Hey guys, Obi here. Been having kind of a hard week and been dealing with some suicidal thoughts a lot lately, so I might be end up going back into the hospital. I had I posted on Facebook a post that was 100% true, very realistic, and kind of got into a little bit of the depths of behind where a suicidal mind is. And I thought that, since it's not talked about a lot from the suicidal person's point of view, that maybe this would be helpful to anyone who's dealing with family and friends and things that are suicidal or that have suicidal tendencies, and you're not exactly sure why or where or what is going on with them. So this is just an insight of my life and what I've been through and what I feel suicidal is. I am going to be reading it from my phone because I posted it on Facebook. I don't know why you can't see the words on your view. There we go. So on my Facebook, and I'm just going to read it off to you guys because it worked perfectly. Being suicidal is a very hard battle. My first failed attempt was in grade school. I couldn't take all the bullying that I was put through and the shame my boyfriend and friends had been having being associated with me. I've used pills, I've tried drowning myself in alcohol, not literally drowning, but you know what I mean. I've used illegal drugs, so on and so forth. I've lived on the streets, and I used my body to pay for food and shelter because that's all I ever thought I was worth. I have a list of physical and mental health problems that contribute to my suicidal state of life. But I also have friends and family who love me and need me, even though I don't always see that. My life isn't bad. It's actually beautiful depending on your point of view. The issue is being suicidal means not having an explanation for your thoughts or inactions. You just want the pain to stop. You feel everything and everyone is better off without you, and no matter what they say to convince you otherwise, death seems like a sweet relief. Every day I wish I was dead. Literally, every day I wish I was dead. I feel horrible about it because of the fact that I have children and a husband and a life that I love. But it doesn't change the fact that I feel that way. It's not because I want to be dead, but because I don't see or feel that living any longer is something that is necessary. Being alive is hard. And some people just think of it as, well, life isn't even an option. It's just something that is, and you live. And for someone like me, living is like personal hell. Every day I wake up, I don't want to wake up. I don't want to live this life. I don't want to have feelings. I don't want to have emotions. I don't want to have thoughts. I just don't. I don't want to eat. I want nothing to do with what life has to offer me anymore. Because it just hurts all the time. That wasn't written, but that's true. My family and kids know that I love them. And I know no matter what that they are fully taken care of. I've talked with and taught them so much. So in my mind, I would be leaving on a good note. Yes, being suicidal means you think of things like that. You feel terrible for wanting to die. And the only thing that keeps you from killing yourself is the pain that it would cause others. So the reason I'm not dead is because I care too much about other people and their feelings. Do you see how that's kind of like a catch-22? It's my choice, it's my life. But I care so damn much that I would rather suffer mentally every single fucking day to be able to see this life that I have. because it is beautiful. I just wish my heart and my head felt the same instead of being a constant battle every day of whether or not life is worth living in this moment. As my best friend once told me, it's not the point. It's not up to me to say when I'm done here on earth. I will continue to struggle breathing for the rest of my life because I'm suicidal. But as long as I can fight my mental need to escape from life, I can continue to grow, learn, and love all that I can. Why am I saying this on YouTube or earlier on Facebook, social media in general? Well, because how can you know me if you don't know my struggles? And that goes for anyone in your family or friends. How can you know them if you don't know their struggles? You have no idea why they have the words they have. You have no idea why they dress the way they do. And technically it doesn't matter. It's not your life, it's theirs. But if you care about them, if you love them, if you're concerned with them, and you ever see them having really bad moments like this or going through something, don't think that it's just a phase. Understand this could be who they are. They could be severely hurting and putting on a pretty face because they don't want to hurt you. There are so many people out there that are going through the same thing, and no one knows how much they need help to consider the different paths they may be facing behind these closed doors. What I ask of you is, if you know someone who struggles with depression or suicidal behaviors or thoughts, please let them know you care, because you never know when one hi, hello, how are you, wave, smile, text message, voicemail, comment on Facebook, you have no idea how much that can be a deciding factor as to whether or not a person takes another breath, because it is a real thing, and it is really scary, and it's not on purpose. If we're having a bad day and someone says something that sets it off, sometimes it's impossible to get our thoughts to go back to a positive way. We end up taking way too many pills than we should just to numb the pain. We end up cutting just because we know we can't die, but at least we were willing to try for you so that you wouldn't have to deal with us anymore. We don't want to be problems. We don't want to be a burden. We just want to finally find a way to be happy. And with us, it's really hard to find that. Please understand, you may not understand what being suicidal is like, or why our brains are so weird and confusing and conflicting and negative. But we don't know either, and we can't help it. It is just who we are, and we are probably doing the best we can to try to get help, to try to fix it, try to work through it, to reach out. But there's so many other things that we could be struggling with that could be preventing us. From being able to do that. To feel safe enough to trust. And opening up, we know that doesn't mean anything's going to get fixed. It just means someone's going to know. And yes, there's a good chance we're afraid of your judgment. And we're afraid your judgment could send us back into something negative because you mean so much to us. Please take care of our hearts, because we can't always take care of them. Well, that was my message on being suicidal. Please, if you need anything and there's no one else out there, reach out to me. I will try my best to be there for you. But remember, I struggle just the same. Thank you. Please be aware of suicide. I'll be out.